Good morning, hockey families. Wrapping up the Moose Goheen tournament here in White Bear Lake. Rochester Mustangs taking on Hermantown here in the Toilet Bowl game. 7 a.m. Sunday morning delight. Starting up front, we have Kohler Peterson, Joe Getchell, Caleb Wiedrich. On the blue line, Sage and Wiesner. And as always, between the pipes, Elliot Sickick. Referees are ready. 15 minutes on the clock. Puck drop here momentarily. Here we go. Let's go Mustangs. Kohler Peterson coming across. He gets a shot. Hermantown coming back quickly. Loose puck picked up by Wiesner. He gets that to Getchell. Getchell comes across the blue line, dumps it down. Caleb Wiedrich trying to move that to the middle. Hermantown takes that away. Cawthorn across the blue to Peterson. Peterson fires a shot. Masters trying to get that loose puck in the slot. Hermantown throws that down for an icing. Saved by Elliott. Tony Sickick watching online. Thanks for watching, Tony. A little quiet here as I'm still trying to wake up. Late night last night. Elliott making some adjustments to his gear here. Rochester last night playing Minnetonka, losing 8-0. We didn't stream that game just simply because it was next door and the Wi-Fi was not the best. But I would say your Mustangs played pretty well. Elliott was on fire. We only had, say, a dozen shots to Minnetonka's 40 shots. But, you know, all in all, the boys fought hard. They played hard. Just outskilled by a very talented Minnetonka team. Caleb Weidrich firing that far to the wide to the near side. With a nice save. He gathers that up and gets a whistle. We are down a couple players here this morning. We've got Warren Hangy dealing with a fever, so he's out of the game. We've also got Carson Lusk, who still remains out of the lineup due to a shoulder and hip injury. Wiesner up with the chickens this morning. Making comments about the commentary. I'm still half asleep here in the toilet bowl game. Second year in a row of 7 a.m. in the Moose Goheen. Not gonna wear on a guy. We'll get warmed up here by the time the second period starts. Then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Shot saved by Sikic. Caleb Weidrich chips that out. And we have another icing. Wiesner chips that back into the Hermantown zone. Off the wall, that's off a Hermantown skate. A few different lineup combinations here is, again, dealing with a few sick players. Hermantown regrouping. They go far side, near side. Shot, Elliott grabs that in his chest protector. The latest report does indicate that Kelsey Bradley is indeed here. She has reported for hockey duty. Rumor on the street is that her breakfast of champions is Fireball and a mimosa. Hermantown working through the middle. Elliott's able to grab that. He plays that up the near side, far side wall. Hermantown off the point, getting that to the front of the net. Elliott steers that to the corner. Peterson rips that around the boards. Mustangs looking for a change. Hermantown coming back now. Near side. Looks like maybe we have thought we had Wiesner up front, but he was filling in a gap there. Hermantown picks out of a pile. Gets a stick on that. Hermantown regrouping in the neutral zone. Wiesner throws that into the Hermantown zone. Caleb Weidrich on the forecheck. Hermantown throws that down on Elliott. Elliott leaves that for Sag. Sag reverses that. Peterson up the near side wall right to a Hermantown player. Face off here outside the Hermantown zone. And we'll have our first penalty here on Hermantown, looks like. Hermantown with a rough. Getting too frisky here, the wee hours of the Sunday morning. So your Mustangs with their first power play here at 4:30 of the first period. Weidrich back to Sag. He fires a shot. Hermantown with a save. Hermantown rings that around the far side. Wiesner is there. He can't hold that in. Hermantown coming down. They get a shot high over Sikik's glove. Weidrich around the net, now setting up in the power play, trying to cut to the middle. 1 minute left in our power play. Hermantown throws that all the way down. Mustangs have to regroup. Sag coming down the far boards. He goes near side, here's Bradley. Bradley pulls it out, miss pass to Peterson. Bradley now down the far side. Mustangs with a goal. I think that was Masters doing the old dipsy doodle. Masters using his speed to get by a little forehand, backhand, nip tuck. Putting your Mustangs up 1-0 here with 2:55 left in the first period. Coming down a little, getting back behind those defensemen. They tied up 1-1. Bradley now coming down. He centers that just past Peterson. Caleb Weidrich firing a shot just wide. Turnover. Bradley tosses that down behind the Hermantown net. .28 seconds left here in the first period. Shots are 14-6 in favor of Hermantown. Down the near side boards. Weidrich now, he toe drags. Fires that high up over the crossbar. 5 seconds. That's the end of your first period. Teams will take a little intermission here. I thank our sponsors, Sorensen Painting, Minnesota Ice, Jimmy's Paramarks, ETS, Jacobson's Plastic Surgery, Rochester VFW 1215. Go have a bite to eat and a brew out at the mess hall. Shots are 14-6 after one. Aaron Getchell up early. Coach Wiesner and his 12 UA girls playing the Shannon O'Hare Cup. Aaron Getchell and his Pee Wee Double A's playing in the Pee Wee version of the Moose Goheen. Face off, Getchell to the far side. Wiesner trying to skate up. Hermantown takes that away. They come to the middle. Backhand slides in the near side corner. Hermantown coming to the middle now. They drop that along the far point. They fire a shot. That's up off a player. And And Rochester fires it all the way down for an icing. Puck along the near side wall. McGill, he gets checked behind the net. Peterson in the near side corner. Centering pass gets broken up by Anderson. Hermantown takes that away. Cawthorn picks that up. He takes a body. Peterson now chips that out of the zone, coming through the neutral zone. Gets across the red, dumps it all the way down. Hermantown rings that to the far side. Bradley's there. He tries to chip it around a defenseman. Hermantown moving it up. Now they're on a break. And Sag will take a penalty here. A holding or an interference, and it is a hold. So your Mustangs will go on the penalty kill. So we'll send out Bradley, Masters, Wiesner, and Peterson on this kill. Hermantown able to hold that. Bradley gets a stick on it. Shot. Elliott there for the save. Hermantown out the blue line. They go cross ice, setting up in there an umbrella. Hermantown with a one-timer that trickles through Wiesner's feet. Trying to clear that up the middle. Bradley hacking away. Hermantown cycling the net. Now to the far side. Nice play by Wiesner to take that puck away. He tries to go up the boards, can't. Hermantown now with 59 seconds left. Tip. Elliott with a save. Hermantown up the wall. They get that back to the point. Glove saved by Elliott. 32 seconds left in the penalty kill. Now we've got Peterson and Wiedrich out there with Getchell. Wiedrich gets that out of the zone. Hermantown has to regroup in their area with 20 seconds left. Hermantown driving to the net now, going to the middle. Loose puck, Elliott's there. Penalty's over, back to 5-on-5. side. Weidrich with it. Comes across the blue, fires that wide of the Hermantown net. Schletty in the far side corner. Now your Mustangs fire that in, rings around to the near side. Hermantown gaining the Mustang zone. Wiesner chips that back to Sage. Rochester hard up off the glass and out. Hermantown regripping the neutral zone. Battle on the near side boards. Weidrich comes out with it. He backhands that across. Backhand, shot. Loose puck. Hermantown coming out of the slot with it. Now Masters grabs it. He goes up the wall. Caleb Weidrich chips it out. Oh, Caleb with a burst now coming to the net. Backhand, toe drag. Hermantown goaltender able to defend that. Hermantown driving to the slot now. Bradley takes that away. He gets across the red, dumps it down. Joe Getchell, Smoking Joe, driving the near side corner. Hermantown up the wall, intercepted. One-timer in the slot from Schletty. Hermantown's able to defend that. And we'll have a penalty here on Hermantown. Face-off down in the Hermantown zone. 5-on-4, your Mustangs with a power play. Hermantown chips that out. Wiesner back. Hermantown getting that to the middle. Elliott able to get a stick on that. Kohler Peterson. Wiesner skating up. Now he gains his own to set up that power play. Wiesner and Weidrich. Shot from the point, tipped wide. Sage walking off the boards. He gets that taken away. Now Hermantown coming back. Hermantown driving the net, no call. Weidrich on the far side loses it. Him and Sage, confused. Masters coming down. Masters fires a shot. Now Caleb Weidrich will go to the box. Going to the box for an interference for touching the goaltender. Mustachio here with the call. So 7:21 left in the second. It'll be 4-on-4 for 48 seconds, and then we'll have a penalty kill for the remainder of a minute and 20. just pulls that off the boards. Out of the far side, Cochran, he gets bodied. Hermantown regrouping, trying to hit that stretch pass. Cochran comes across the blue, fires that on net. Hermantown off a stick all the way down. Peterson back to retrieve it. Now we're on a 5-on-4 penalty kill as Hermantown sets up. They have to regroup in the neutral zone. Bradley's there, Masters. Hermantown walking across the middle, interception. That backhand shot just squeaks through. Schletty chips that out. Chasing that down in the near side corner. Now out of the box. Back to 5-on-5 play. Peterson tosses that in with under 5 minutes left here in the second period. Cotham defending the near side corner. Hermantown walking out, shot fired, rebound. That pops off Elliott and rebound goal to Hermantown. 2-1 now with 4:16 remaining in the second period. If you're not busy today, go out to Graham Arena and watch the Rochester girls 12U8 team in the championship at 1:15. Should be an exciting game. Double check that time here. 1:15, Graham Arena. Head on down. U8 girls in the Shannon Cup Championship. .46 left here in the second period. Hermantown with a 2-0 lead. Wiesner now coming up the far side. icing here. 3:01 left. Shot tipped for the point. Cawthorn up to Schletty. Schletty tosses that down. Caleb Weidrich on the forecheck. Now to the far side. Peterson picks that up. He goes up and off the boards. Hits Weidrich. Weidrich coming in. He gets stick checked. No hooking call. Cawthorn steps up, holds that deep. Off the far side boards. And we have an icing. 2:02 left. Evan Anderson coming down. He fires that shot on the Hermantown goaltender. Joe Getchell up the near side board. Sage fires that on net. Shots are currently 22-13 in favor of Hermantown. Wiesner falls. Hermantown walks to the slot, not able to get that toe drag shot off. Shot from the points deflected to the near side boards. Sage behind the net. He reverses that to Wiesner. Wiesner up the boards. Evan Anderson can't hold that onto that. Hermantown with a stretch pass. And we have an offsides. 59 seconds left here in the second period. Caleb Weidrich chasing the near side corner. Masters coming in, cutting in, shot. Rebound, Caleb trying to grab that. Hermantown goaltender stops that. We have a whistle. 34 seconds left. Hermantown behind their net. They go to the far side wall, chipping that to the middle. And we have an offsides. Peterson behind the net. 12 seconds left. That's off the glass. Hermantown shot just wide. Horn sounds. Teams will go back to the locker rooms for intermission as we get a Zamboni. We'll be back for the start of the third. All right, Mustang Nation, we are back. Start of the third period, teams are on the ice. Referees are having a sig out back. They haven't come back. Waiting for referees to put the nets back on. Smoke break is over. Refs are on the ice. Hey. Now they realize they got to put their pegs in. Who's paying these guys?
All right. I'll keep this going. It's $1.
Final period, after 2 shots are 24-14. Hermantown with a 2-1 lead. Getchell, Peterson, Wiedrich, Wiesner, and Sage out there to start this third. Wiesner fires that in. That's blocked by Hermantown stick. That's off Joe Getchell's thigh pad. Hermantown coming back to the near side. Loose puck picked up by Wiedrich. He chips that to the middle. Hermantown takes that away. Caleb Wiedrich coming down the far side. He fires a shot high and wide.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Icing here at 13:34. Face off in the Hermantown zone. Hermantown coming down on a stretch pass. 2-on-0. Elliott's able to steer that wide. We're hearing the go command from Peterson's. His shot steered behind the net. Go! Sage stepping up. Masters. Masters now coming in. He dumps that to the far corner. Caleb Wiedrich on the far side. He chips it out to the point. Masters now. Coming down, he spins. Chips that down the corner. Now Mustangs trying to cycle. Comes out to the point. Wiesner. Shot. Just wide. And Hermantown throws that all the way down for an icing. Peterson in for this draw. Quick shot from the far side by Anderson is saved by the Hermantown goaltender. We get another whistle. Puck not able to be held in. Wiesner there. Getchell chasing behind the net. Hermantown trying to get out. Joe with a little pitchfork move. Icing on your Mustangs. Delayed offsides call. No icing on that call. Just letting you enjoy the sights and the sounds of just a quiet hockey game here. Toilet Bowl Championship. The big flush. About halfway through the third period here. Hermantown with a 2-1 lead. Masters trying to hit Bradley through the middle. Minutes left here in the third period. Little chest save here with 3:18 left. Shots are 29-17 in favor of Hermantown. See if your Mustangs can drive the net and tie this up late in the third. Shot in the slot. Pops out to the middle. He sticks that home, tying this up. 2-2 with 2:12 left.